Everyone, and welcome to our channel Project Management and Control. This video tutorial I'm making to demonstrate the calendars in Primavera P6 Enterprise. I will get a request from one of our viewer and to make a video on the calendars. This video is to define the calendars and how to make efficient use and calendars in Primavera P6. Calendars is a very important command in P6 and proper definition in the P6 and good understanding of the calendars is very necessary to avoid unexpected results and any conflict between the dates and with other users. So let's see what are the calendars are. So calendar is can be considered to define the site particular situations and what the site situations are that what are the working hours for that site and what are the holidays, gazetted holidays and annual holidays for this particular project for this particular organization or for a particular country. As we know that there's a weekly holidays for all over the world and then some gazetted holidays which depends on the country itself. So in this and in the same way, we found that sometimes there's time restrictions for the projects also. For example, we are working sometimes for in a area where where the neighbors complain and they want us to start the project at 11 o'clock and till 8 o'clock in the evening. So in this case, you cannot start the project at 8 o'clock because we have when we start at 8 o'clock, the laborers start working and there's some sound are created which the other neighbors they don't want. So the municipality of that area restrict us to and tell us to start our activities at the site at 11 o'clock. So such activities, if we start 11 o'clock, then we have to make our timing up to 8 o'clock in the evening and such activity you can define in Primavera very easily. So this conditions and similarly, every country they have their own holidays, New Year's, National Day, some like this activities holidays are always there, and we have to define this in the calendar. So the calendar are used to define the working hours for our working hours and non-working hours, and some exceptional duration for any day, and similarly to define holidays, gazetted holidays, and national holidays for the project. So when we are defining the project in Primavera, Primavera offer us three types of calendars, which is global, resource, and project calendar. So let's see what are they. So as we see that the global calendar are created at the global level, and the advantage of global calendar is that once we create the global calendar and we define all working hours and holidays, then and when we are when we are starting a new project, we don't need to define the calendar again. Again, we can use this global calendar for this new project also. So as I say, the global calendar can be used for multiple projects at the same time. But the disadvantage of using global calendar is that many users they have the right to modify this calendar. So if anyone can modify anything in the calendar, any working hours or holidays, the impact will be on all other projects using the same calendar. So that's why the global calendar is not recommended to use for the project level. And the other of disadvantage of global calendar is that when we are importing and exporting the project and the other users when they get this project with the global calendar and they export this project in their machines, the global calendar may conflict with the existing global calendar. So in this case, when there is conflict of these calendars, you will get unexpected or result which is difficult to define. And sometimes it is happening on the back side of back screen and we don't know that there's some conflict between the calendars, and that's because of this we are getting some unexpected and unusual results, and these results may be sometime notified by the client and consultant, and they are objecting over this and they are asking for the reason why it like this. So that's why the global calendar also one of the cause. So if this is just keep in your mind when you are getting some unexpected results in for the durations or dates, so it may be the main cause, may be the any conflict in the calendars. The second type of calendar is the resource calendar, and the resource calendar is used when some resources are crucial for the project and its availability is very necessary for to execution of certain activity. So in this case, we create the resource calendar to know the ability of the resource to be used efficiently in our project. The third type of the project calendar is the project calendar. And as I said before, that project calendar is used at the project level, and it can be modified by the users or the project user only. So in this case, any changes you make it will you only the one who can modify the calendar. No one else have the authority to modify the project calendar. But as again, the disadvantage of using project calendar is that when you are creating new project, you have to define the project calendar again. So it is recommended to define calendar for the project level so that there is no confusion or conflicting between different calendar and different users. And a very important item to I want to identify here that resource and project calendar can be linked with the global calendar. So if we can do like this, any changes we make in the global calendar will be reflected in the resource and project calendar itself also. So now what we see, we'll do the how we can create project and define the project calendar attributes in Primavera P6 itself. Let's start in P6. Now we open our Primavera and we are going to open a project. The video I'm creating, as I told before, that I get a call from some of my friend, and they are asking for the calendar's information. The reason was that, as you see in my screen, you see this overall duration is 757 days, and the down is also 757 days. This duration mentioned here sometimes are not matching. The reason of this is that we does not define per calendar and it attributes properly. So you be careful that when you find sometime that this durations are not matching exactly, different bands have the different calendar and different durations. So this is the main reason for this is the calendar, as we see it in a little while. So when you want to open the calendar, just go in the enterprise and select the calendar. Okay. When the calendar is open, you can see here that we have in the P6 we have three type of calendar: global, resource, and project. As we see just little before, and here you can see the display. In the display, you can show which what is the what are showing here. Okay, and if you have several calendars in your dictionary and you know the exact name of the calendar, you can go and use the find command. Just type the name, you will reach to the particular calendar. Similarly, if you want to print preview of calendar available, you can use the print preview, and we can go and table font and row. So in table font and row, this is the background color. This you can see background color is white. You can select, for example, dark blue, and for the font I can say, for example, I can select a white color. Okay, and say I select font 10. You just apply. You can see here that it is only the change background color and font size, font color and size. So I just recommend you to use this as default. Similarly, here you can see default here. So you any calendar you want to make default, just double click this checkbox. It will make you the that calendar default. Similarly, if you want to organize the calendar in any in ascending or descending order, just click here. It will be ascending. Just click the calendar name. It will be ascending or descending based on the calendar name. Or similarly, if you put default, it will put default on the it will put default on the it will be arranged the calendar on the based on the or based on the default. So this depend of this up to you. So similarly, and if this is closed and you want to add the new pro calendar, we can use the add button. Delete if some calendar is no more required. Modify if you modify any calendar. Use by this use by will if you click this use by button, it will show you the calendars used by the project. For example, if I select this project, it will show that this project is used by only one project. But if I go some other project, for example, 7 days work week, and go update here, it's also used by one. So this way you can in use by button you can use to see this project corporate standard full time. This all project are using this same calendar. So in this case, if you have doubt that our project is using this calendar, no, you can just click use by and you can check it. Now we are going to create new calendar by clicking add button. When you click the add button, you can find a list of already built-in calendars here. You create some calendar before you can use as a basis, or for example any other requirement. So I select here 5 days or 6 days holidays or 6 days or 5 days working. I take 6 days full. Select this one, and then when it comes, just check it. New calendar. Put any name. I just make it to identify it in easily. Okay. Once you create, you can, if you go use by, you will find that no project is assigned till now. And if you click modify here, you have the calendar, this global calendar new, this dialog box will come up. Here you can see that we have two options: total work hours per day and detailed work hours per day. So detailed work hour per day show you how many hours you are working from which hour to which hour, and they show you the we have the only one Friday is working, and our working week start from Sunday. So if your week starts Sunday is okay. If you want to change the start of the week, just close this one, go to admin preferences, and in the admin preferences you say that go to the general tab. Okay, in the general tab you will say starting day of the week. It's mentioned Sunday, so we can make it to Monday. Okay, now if you go enterprise calendar and we go modify this one, we find that our week starts from Monday, but we make this P6 calendar. Okay, so we select our calendar, we just create it and then modify, and we say that Friday is off. So now we have to define the working hours, work week. So we just go working total working hours per day and go to work week. Here you can see that it show you 10 10 working days, 10 working hours for the full week, and Friday is 0. So for example, if we are working of 6 days and work week start from Monday and our holiday is on Sunday, so we just put 10 on all days, 10 even Friday, and Sunday we put 0. So when we put 0, the Friday will come on the Sunday. You will notice this one. Okay, so there's no Sunday is holiday and our week start on the Monday, from the Monday. Similarly, if you go here and you have some holidays here, you can define these holidays also. For example, in the next month in June, we have 17, 18, and 19 are holidays, some national gazetted holiday for the country. So we just select the days and put this non-work. Okay. Okay. Similarly, you can define all. So for suppose July, August 1st is a holiday, so we just select this non-holiday. So you have to define all these holidays for 2 3 years. It is recommended to when, for example, if a project is 2 years, so go define the calendars holidays for the one more year, because it's expected that project may get delay, or if the project get delayed and the project during dates will go to the next after the project duration year, for example 2 years. So when the project delayed, the duration or dates will enter in the third year where you did not define the dates or holidays. So in this case, the expected completion date will not be a realistic one, because it will not counted any holidays in that particular year. So it is always recommended that when you are making the calendar for any project, make 1 or 2 years more than the project forecast completion. For example, if the project completed in 2026, better to define the calendar up to 2028. So any delay or any additional work variation because of that you need to modify or revise the program to next completion date, this calendar or holidays will be considered. So or define all these holidays here, or sometime you have this, you see standard working hour, not, and this exception. Exception is that, so for example, what has happened sometime is that your project completed date as per calculation coming on any holiday, non-working day. For example, your project completion date is on Sunday, but Sunday is a holiday, so the project cannot be completed on Sunday. So what is happened normally, it is recommended that any date coming on the holiday, it will be shift to the next working day. It will normally this is the rule, but it will be depends on the client and consultant recommendation also. Sometimes they avoid us to move one day more after the holiday, or sometimes they are not agree on any extension of day. So whatever the your situation to be, check it with this. And if the consultant say no, you keep this completion date on the same day and make this day as an exceptional. So for example, our project completion is 25th August 24, and uh, it is a holiday, but we have to make it exceptional. So we just exceptional, we just go here and make it. For example, instead of 10, I say 5 hours. So now this is you can see here in August, this is you select, you can see this 5 hours. So this is exceptional. So this exceptional are sometimes very important to define the project start or project completion date also. So this is sometime you have to define here also standard work also and non-work also. Always define the all the holidays properly, all the working hours. For example, some countries there is Ramzan hours also. The Ramzan they reduce working hour, so you have to select this Ramzan and apply the reduced working hours. Holidays you have to be defined for repeatedly for all the years, and even take it 1 or 2 years more. And then similarly the time period you can go here, and now this is the most important, the time period. Time period here is that you, for example, you are working 10 hours per day, so just select 10 here. Then hours per week, so we are working 6 days in a week, so it will be 10 times 6 60. Similarly, then hours per month, we have 4 days holidays, Sundays, so it will be 30 minus 4, 26. So 26 times 10 it will be 260. And then you can go to the hours per year, this 365 minus 52. So it will be 300, and if you go the calendar, okay, we have 365 days in the year, then minus 52 is the total Sundays, 303. And for example, we have 11 holidays in a year, so just minus 11. Or suppose, for to make it easy, we suppose that we have 13 holidays in a year. So we might suppose subtract 30, so we have 300 working days in a year. Then this 300 multiplied by 10 hours per day, so we get 3000. So we just modify this hours per year is as 3000. Okay, so this is very important. Always check it when you are making the calendar, and you make whenever you are making new project. This setting should be checked by the planner always. Once you did this, then click OK, and then we go. If you go work hours per day, detail work hour, you can select here and just go. You can see here that this all working days here. Sunday is no work. And Monday, for example, your work starts from 7 o'clock, and you don't want to start 7 o'clock. You want to start 7:30. So just select this 7 to 7:30 and make it non-work. So now your work starts 7:30 in the morning, and then you extend to 1 hour, half an hour more. So instead of finishing 4 o'clock, it will finish in 4:30. So like this, you can modify the your calendars also. So let's have to check this again. For all you have to define this. So we start from 7:30 until 4:30 in the afternoon. So once you define this one, just select this one. This is detailed working hour. You can define here the break time also. And now your calendar is identified. Once your calendar identify, you have to go and assign this calendar to all the specific particular activities which are working 6 days. Similarly, sometime for the project, when we are making the new project, we have to define 2 or 3 projects. Depends on the requirements. For example, one is for the contractor, because contractor is working 6 days. in 10 hours per day. Then we have to define one calendar for the client and consultant. Normally client and consultant, their work calendar is 5 days and 10 hours per day. And so similarly, and we have to define one calendar for the authorities. Authorities also, the government authorities also having the 5 days working and 8 hours a day. And one calendar we have to make calendar days which is without considering any holidays or any working hours. So this calendar which is without any holidays and working hours, this calendar is used to compute the overall duration for the project. Because once we get a project and we get the project duration for 2 years, this 2 years duration include all working, non-working hours, and gazetted and normal holidays and weekly holidays. So to compute the project duration, and when we are making the project and we want to show on the original duration this year or days, so we have to define as the work define as a calendar for without any holidays and any restriction of the working hours. So this calendar we can be used for the activity like mobilization or preliminaries, because preliminaries going from the start to the end of the project. So these preliminaries activities will be assigned a calendar without any holidays and any working hour restrictions. So I hope this video gives you some insight information regarding the project calendars, how to create the calendar and define the very important attributes which are related to project or are related to hours and related to hours and working days and exceptional so working hours or working days to define the calendar project properly. So if this video is helpful for you, please consider subscription, and I will appreciate if you from your suggestion, good suggestion and advices to make our channel good for our follow planning engineers for their help. So I will appreciate your suggestion and advices. And if you want to want to make any video on any particular topic, please write to me in comments, and I will try to find some time to make a good informative video on that topic. So till next time, thank you very much for your time again. See you in next video. Take care and bye bye.